Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Mac. I know I've been away for a while. I haven't had a video in like a week or so. I've just been super busy, haven't been able to record, and I actually took a little bit of time off trading. Today, I started a $100,000 advanced account challenge with Alpha Futures. So the advanced accounts, there's no news trading rules. There's a little bit smaller of a drawdown and actually a bigger profit target you got to get. So normally with a 100,000, you'd have to get 6,000 profit and you'd have 4,000 of drawdown. Well, this one I've got to get 8,000 of profit and only 3,500 of drawdown. So I'm really trying to follow rules, not screw this one up. It was a bit more expensive buying this one, and I think that's my mindset. Like if I'm paying a bit more for the challenge, I'm going to treat it a little bit more seriously. Um, so I only took one trade today, and it's right here. So we come in. This was the open candle, and it was printing down here and was starting to print red. And here's a good example of why you want to wait for a candle to close, because it was red down here up to like the last 15 seconds. So if you bought right here or sold right here, it wicked up and would have stopped you out within the first 15 seconds because it closed neutral in this upper doji. Next candle, huge candle up. This was over 100 points right here. So we break above this snow line. We got the EMA crossover here, so we're looking for a buy signal. So right here where I bought, what happened is this is the candle before 10. 10 o'clock was actually a news candle, but because I'm on this advanced challenge, I can trade it. There was no issues. This candle was green with 1 second to go. When it's down to 1 second, that's pretty much when I'm moving my mouse over and I'm clicking buy. So I clicked buy and it still closed neutral. I guess it like lost 1 or 2 ticks from where it needed to be to stay green. But I stayed in it because this one immediately started printing a buy signal. We came up, we hit the 1-to-1 very quickly. I think my psychology messed up on this one because I started trimming. I trimmed 3 contracts at like 40 points, and then I trimmed 3 more at like 55 points. So I had 2 contracts left. That's why this goes up to 125 and a half. I let my runner go to 125 and a half before I got out of the trade. Ended up, because I trimmed, even though I let this run twice as much as I normally would have, I made the same amount of money with my contracts. And with this account, I'm doing 8 micro contracts. So I'm risking $480, 2-to-1 trying to make 960. And then on 1.5-to-1, risking 480 for 720. So I took this first trade. I got lucky because this technically wasn't a signal. If I waited for this signal, I'd have to wait for a pullback because if you bought right here, this was a stop out. So again, my long washout strategy is I would do Fibonacci from here to here, try to get it to 50%, which was right here at the bottom of this wick. So buying right there at the 50% would have been perfect. But yeah, so that was my only trade today. We kept going up, came back, went neutral. Um, another thing I've done, or I'm going to do, I went back in my data and did some math, and bag signals between 11 and 12 have a horrible win percentage. Through my whole data set of almost 300 trades, between 11 and 12, there's 12 wins and 20 losses. So 12 out of 32. So it's just a little bit better than 33%. I think like 37% win percentage. So even at a 2-to-1, that's not profitable. And from 11 to 12, I only do 1.5-to-1. So that's actually hurting taking those trades. So I am not taking trades in this time frame anymore. I will go from open to 11 and then from 12 to 2. So up here, I'd already locked my account out. I was like, if I got to win a 2-to-1 win, almost $1,000, what, over 12% of what I need to get for the whole challenge in one day. I felt good about that. But then this signal comes, and I got the FOMO here because this is the kind of signal you want. It's a sell signal, but it's on a pullback towards the EMAs. And a sell here would have been perfect, no drawdown. We'd hit 45 points right away. So I did miss out on a 1.5 to 1 trade there. But again, I'm not upset about it because I still got a win. I got a good day. This stayed red up to my 2 o'clock, and then we got another one after 2:20. I think this would have been a win as well. 44 to that would have been over 45 points. Like I said, I took my first win and closed it out. I didn't want to take another loss. I didn't want to have a big win right here and then risk a loss down here when it's more choppy. Actually, I think it's might be a good strategy to have. If I win my first trade of the day and it's a 2 to 1, that's a huge win. I don't need to try to win another one because more than likely it's just going to be another loss. So this is my day. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm not sure about any news. Even though I can trade news with this account, I'm not going to be trading 8:30 news like CPI, PPI, jobs reports, any of that stuff. I'm not going to trade that because it's way too volatile. It'll just eat you up. Sticking with bag during my time frame. So like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.